Hello everybody and welcome back to the Wrestling Recap Show. I am your host Big Mike, and hello everybody on the Hill Steven channel as well. This will be my last upload on the Hill Steven channel. It's been good while it lasted, but sorry guys, I have to get off the channel and hand it back over to Steven. For the people listening on my channel, I've been over on Steven's channel since his vacation's been going in I was gonna say Vancouver. That's how you know I'm tired, because I'm doing this late, and I really didn't feel like doing NXT early right after it got done, but on his vacation in Cancun. So he will be back next week, and it will be regularly scheduled programming over there on the Hill Steven channel. I enjoyed every minute of it as well. Put up a lot of content between me and his channel, and I've enjoyed it. So NXT tonight, Jesus Christ, I just got done watching it, like legit, I just got done watching it about 45 seconds ago, and that main event, Jesus Christ, that main event there, that main event was something else. Really boosted my rating for this show. I was going to give this show like a 3.9 out of 5, but that boosted my rating a lot. It was a decent show turned into a really good show, coming off of NXT TakeOver. And before I get into the fully descripted recap of NXT on June 27th, I would like to say thank you guys again for tuning back into the channel and tuning in on Steven's channel as well. Hit the subscribe button on both channels. It's Steven's people. If you want to come over here, subscribe to the channel, support will always be gladly accepted and appreciated over here, and I know as well over there as well. And share the video where you share on social media. Comment, tell me what you guys thought about the show. I will gladly read those, and let's just hop into the show. Jesus Christ, it was a good one. It kind of woke me up too. So that main event woke me up a lot. If I could just open my phone here without it glitching. All right. Okay, here we go. We get a start off. We get the NXT champion. With his suit, with his three-piece suit on, minus the jacket. Around his waist is the title. Aleister Black won at Royal Albert Hall with the tag team with Ricochet against Velveteen Dream and EC3. And if you want to know how that went, go back a video on both my channel and Steven's channel. It's the same review, but if you want to watch that, it will be at the end of this video, or if you just want to click off this video, go watch that. I will be gladly approve of that you would click this off this video and go with that. But matter of fact, don't click off of it. Open another tab and listen to them on dual sounding and see how that sounds. But I'm just being goofy. Black says adversity and says adversity and overcoming is defined as a champion. In Chicago, adversity's name was Lars Sullivan. Lars Sullivan was truly a freak of nature, but Aleister Black made him fade to black. Before he could continue, Tommaso Ciampa comes out with a chorus of boos and "you suck" chants. Ciampa says Black faced adversity, now it's time for him to face the devil. Tommaso said his act with the candles is smoke and mirrors. They say the title doesn't make the man, but in Aleister's case, the title does make him. While Black was barely surviving at TakeOver Chicago, Ciampa was beating Johnny freaking Wrestling in the main event with his hands tied behind his back. And now he puts Gargano in the rear view He's coming for the belt. The champ says that if Regal makes the match, he'll kick Tommaso Ciampa's lights out. Ciampa calls him boy and warns him that he has more than the title on the line. His mystique will be extinguished like those candles if they get in the ring together, because Aleister Black Fairy Tale will be over. And then you get out the ring, Tommaso Ciampa waves goodbye, and then that's the end of the segment. Then we get a x-ray of Lars's jaw. Come to find out he was wrestling with a broken jaw in that match, and it was split right on the left side, which is gruesome. You always don't want to see an injured person, and in this case, Lars Sullivan just got back off injury just to face Aleister Black, and then he got injured in the match. So him getting a broken jaw, he will probably be out like a month without activity, so, or maybe like 3 weeks to a month, so it's not that big of a deal. But reporters interview Vanessa Bourne, who says she's not worried because she knows she'll be NXT champion. Then she asked the question, why does Kairi Sane dress like a pirate? That's the worst. What's worse is that people love her for it, and we should be worshiping Bourne instead. And when she gets Sane in the ring, she'll prove it. Then after this, we get Kona Reeves, the finest, defeating Max Humberto with the Hawaiian drop. This was a squash match, pretty much anything that he's been doing right now as of late. Doing his best Ric Flair impersonation with the apparel. Then we get Candice LeRae versus Lacey Evans. This was a pretty darn good match. The First Lady, after getting the best of a nearly striking exchange with then Candice takes arm drags. She does arm drags on her. Evans gets back into control by gathering by grating LeRae's face and eyes across the top rope, then targeting her left arm with a kick and then a slam into the ring post. A handstand Bronco Buster, gets a 2 count. Then Lacey puts her opponent into a modified Cobra Clutch. LeRae gets free and hits a few moves with one arm. Can get, but can't press her advantage. Chops Candice with the right. Backs Evans into the corner, elbow, face buster, vertebraker. Then she wins with a lion salt, but they call it a springboard cubrata, a springboard cubrata. I'm gonna just call it a lion salt. That's what it is. So that's what she wins. And then they interview Johnny Gargano. Watching, Kathy Kelly asked him how's he doing. He said Candice is his favorite wrestler, but can't enjoy the match because he can't, because he keeps replaying Chicago in his mind. He's thinking about Ciampa taking off his wedding ring, spitting on it, and throwing it into the crowd, and then winning anyway. The way Johnny sees it, it isn't over. They each won one, so he's going to Regal's office to demand another one with Tommaso. He doesn't care where it happens. He said he said he can even do his best Stone Cold Steve Austin impression and fight in a grocery store. but this isn't finished until it's finished, he said. And then we get Heavy Machinery grilling sausages, onions, peppers, mushrooms, talking about the Mighties, and they're going to get their revenge. Then we get Candice LeRae talking about how she's inspired by her husband fighting for his dreams, so it inspires her even more to get what she wants, which is the women's title. Then we get our main event. Essentially, was going to be Mustache Mountain in a squash match, but as soon as Dave Dixon and Dave Dixon and Carl Axelrod never get started because Undisputed Era takes them out, and holy freaking crap! When I tell you they beat the crap out of these two dudes, when Roderick Strong threw the guy off the stage, Kyle O'Reilly had this dude in the beat 'em up position. Adam Cole did a super kick, and then Kyle O'Reilly did a Uranagi into a neck breaker, but he got so much loft on the Uranagi that he literally came down on this dude's neck, like neck to the bottom half of his head. Like, it was gruesome looking. Like, I was like, Jesus Christ. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly starts walking down to the ring, and they are talking about how it was a fluke. They were bamboozled and all that type of stuff. They can never do it again because they was having the backing of their whole dumpy country. And Adam Cole said, "This is our era. You're just living in it. We're going to take those titles back." And once they were circling Mustache Mountain, because there's three of them, here comes Ricochet, like the superhero he is, does his little flip into the superhero stance. And then after commercial, we come in, and it's a 6-man tag. It's Mustache Mountain and Ricochet versus Undisputed Era. And Jesus Christ, was this a main event? This is a main event here. Before I get into the description of this main event, which was awesome, it was is equally, maybe even better than the 6-man tag at Royal Albert Hall on night 1 of the UK Championship Tournament. And that's saying something, because it was British Strong Style versus the Undisputed Era. So you just take out Pete Dunne, insert Ricochet, and you got an even bumped up more 6-man tag. But before I get into the description, is anybody afraid that Ricochet might go up to the main roster? And, you know, with this whole little superhero-ish thing, that Vince might do what he did with Neville and make him like a comic book character, is that the fear that everybody else is getting? Because I'm getting that. I can already see it. I can already see them ruining Ricochet. Just that, based off that alone. And I do not want that to happen. I don't want him going to the main roster and then going to 205 Live, where he cannot be on Raw nor SmackDown. That is depriving this man of what he worked so hard to get towards. But that's not about the negatives. Let's get to the positives of this freaking amazing 6-man tag match. Mustache Mountain and Ricochet has immediate chemistry, which they did, over Kyle O'Reilly, but gets out of the 7 Stars Lariat attempt, and they get the tag to Cole. Trent and Tyler hit a tandem senton on Cole and Strong. Then Ricochet comes in with the assisted moonsault on the same two. Bate takes out all of them with 3 heels and a bop and bang, which was epic. He did like a bop and bang regular, then he did a dodge, bop and bang, and then he did a double dodge of a 2-piece with a biscuit, and then did a bop and bang. It was great. That was a great sequence. It's just, this dude's only 22 years old, which is scary, and he has such good ring IQ. And it is scary how young he is and how polished he is as a professional wrestler. Undisputed Era works Bate over, but he eventually gets to the corner so Ricochet can come in and get the hot tags. He clears the ring, takes out Kyle O'Reilly down for 2. He gets another cover off of the Northern Lights suplex, but O'Reilly pulls him over into a guillotine choke. Ricochet makes it to the corner to bring in 7. and he gets a close near fall off a side slam. Cole pulls Bate off of the apron before he gets the tag in. Trent takes a sting of offense from Undisputed Era. His partners break up the pin, but Seven is lined up by Cole for a finish. He gets hit with a lariat, which was awesome. And then all hell breaks loose. And from a flurry that leaves all 6 men down, Cole gets Ricochet, and Ricochet are illegal. Everyone finds their partner in a brawl. Undisputed Era gets the best of those pairings, but Ricochet nails Cole and then does an amazing evasion of high and low with a standing flip. He hits the 630, covers O'Reilly, pulls Cole off of the ropes. Ricochet is angry, does a dive onto Kyle O'Reilly, but Roddy swoops him up, throws him onto the apron with a modified end of heartache, and then puts him back in. And the North American champion rolls him up for the cover, and then Undisputed Era gets the win, and they go off of the air. This show, with this ending, was very, very good. Really good show. I was going to give it a 3.9 out of 5, but this boosted up to a 4.5 out of 5. Amazing show. Go back and watch this. Next week, we're going to get Gargano versus EC3. A lot of history there because of how he intervened his match to say that him and Tommaso Ciampa was going to fight at TakeOver Chicago in the middle of his match for no reason. So there's going to be animosity there. It's going to be great. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys on Hill Steven for watching and being great people to me on his channel, which you always are. I appreciate it. Hopefully Steven can get back safely from his vacation in Cancun. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to his channel, like the video on both channels, share the videos from both channels, comment on both channels, tell me what you guys thought about NXT, and I will see you guys next week. Monday Night Raw, just on my channel. See you guys. Peace.